Hello and welcome to First Player Marker. I am Neil, to the left of me is Joel.
Hello.
And we're a father and son team who talk about board games and play board games. Today's video is a little different from what we've done before. We're going to take a look at our Mound of Must-Play. So you may have heard the phrase Shelf of Shame or Pile of Potential, which talks about games that people have got waiting ready to play and haven't got round to yet, and in some cases have owned for quite a while. This is ours, and our intention is that we will get through these at some point by the end of the next 12 months. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you each game, pop it to one side and then disappear under the mountain of games that we've got available, and we'll say a little bit about how we got hold of it. Some of them will have come from things like the Bring and Buy from the UK Games Expo. Some of them are fairly recent acquisitions or presents. Some have come from things like car boots or charity shops. But the thing I'm going to start off with first is a game called Hare and Tortoise. So this is a very old vintage copy of the game. This was the first ever winner of the Spiel des Jahres. I picked this up from a charity shop, as it kind of looks like. Haven't yet got around to playing it.
So this is Nutcrackers, the Nutcrackers game. I got this from my auntie at Christmas, and we haven't yet played it.
Yep. My next one to mention is an ancient classic. This is Stratego. This is in French, not that it makes the slightest bit of difference, because we picked it up from a French car boot sale over 2 years ago, I think, and we still haven't got around to playing it. Shame on us. So,
this is By Golly. Daddy, I don't know anything.
Again, picked up from a charity shop. It's a short game. We thought we'd try it out. Next I've got Torres, another Spiel des Jahres winner that has been highly recommended to me by a really good friend. I'm looking forward to trying this one
out. Murder of Crows.
Yep, card game. I've seen this has come out in a recent new edition as well, in a tin, in a kind of deluxe version. Yep. Next one I've got Hawken. My wife picked this up again, brand new this time from a charity shop. It's a real-time card game.
Too Many Cooks.
It's a Rainer Knizia cooking game again, charity shop purchase. Bullfrogs. This one is a little different from some of the other ones I've already mentioned, because I have played this, but only on my own to see how to play it.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of those right now.
There are other games that we've got that one or other of us has played. We are not including those, but this one, I only play practiced it, so this gets to stay on the list. However, I think we're going to enjoy this one, based on my play prac.
Okay. Movable Type, a card game.
So I kick-started this. It's a card word game. I've played it solo, but it's designed really to be played by multiple people. Manhattan Project Chain Reaction. My wife picked this up from the Bring and Buy this year for £6 at UK Games Expo.
Dwarf's Fall, we got this free at the UK Games Expo.
Another big thanks to Vesuvius Media. There will be a link in the description below. Present from my wife this Christmas called Polarity, a game of magnetic strategy and force. I have no idea whether or not this will be any good.
Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, very heavy.
It is very heavy. Another Spiel des Jahres winner. I bought this last year from the UK Games Expo, so I've had this a year so far. I am very much looking forward to getting this to the table. I have played the online free demo version and I quite liked it, so I'm looking forward to this. One of my Christmas presents, which I got used from a trade, Time Stories. I've heard great things about this again. Looking forward to playing that.
So, Miasto Stew Moscow.
Okay, now this is actually City of 100 Bridges. This is an unusual game. I picked this up from a charity shop, but I understand this is actually very rare and very few copies of this were made. There is no entry on Board Game Geek, but having looked at it and tried it out again, play practice, this seems to be quite a solid euro. But I understand it was made as a gift to be given away from people from the city of 100 Bridges, which I can't remember which one that is, but it's in Poland. And that's because the designer or the artist is on one of the Facebook groups I'm in. You can go again.
So, Mice and Misfits.
Okay.
We've had this for a year. We got it at the last Board Games Expo.
We did. We've watched the video. You were really keen to play this, aren't you?
Apart from the spider and the thing.
The next one I've got, this is hefty. Stevenson's Rocket by Rainer Knizia. I kickstarted this, which means I've also got the expansion maps inside this box. It's well heavy. It will get to the table at some point because this is brand new.
Lord of the Rings Risk.
Okay, this was a quid from a charity shop, which I took a punt on, and I understand it plays very differently from regular Risk. So it might actually be a bit of a cross between regular Risk and the Star Wars Risk that we both love. My next one is courtesy of The Works, and it's Steam Time by Rudiger Dorn. He's one of my favourite designers. We'll get to the table at some point.
The London Game.
So, yes. Now, I have no idea about this. This could be great, it could be terrible. This was given away to us free. So you can't look a gift horse in the mouth. You've got to try things out, haven't you? Another courtesy of The Works recently was Histrio. So this is by Bruno Catala. Again, a designer I rather like. And Christian Martinez.
And Jeremy.
I've watched a few videos about how to play Histrio.
Never played it.
Not yet played it. Obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be in this video.
Anticipation.
Another charity shop purchase. Quite an old game from late 80s. Never yet got around to playing it. Now this one's interesting. Drunter und Drüber. Known in English as Wacky Wacky West. So this was a Spiel des Jahres, which is why I own it and got it from somewhere in Germany because I wanted to try it out. Never yet got it round to the table. So the next one is a double whammy. The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings by Rainer Knizia. Both from a charity shop. Both cooperative games, I believe. I've had this one a while, I've had this one a couple of months. We must get around to playing these and trying them out, even though Shelob the spider in there looks quite scary. Joel?
Century Eastern Wonders.
So one of my more recent purchases and one of the newest games that you'll have seen on here. The sequel to Century Spice Road. It integrates with it to make another game. And there is the third volume out, A New World. My next one, you can talk about this one, Joel.
So this is Dice Master, a Marvel Dice Masters. I bought it from the Bring and Buy for £4.
Yeah, Age of Ultron, wasn't it?
Age of Ultron, yes.
I've never played a Dice Masters.
I love the TV show of Age of Ultron, so I'm good.
I've never played a Dice Masters, and we've downloaded the rules, so we know how to play that.
Pretty high on Board Game Geek.
Right. Next one, this was from last year's UK Games Expo, Bring and Buy, Russian Railroads. I heard great things about it, and then I realised it takes 2 hours to play, so the chance of me getting to the table are getting slim. But it's still owned.
So, my next game is Zulaleto.
Yet another Spiel des Jahres winner. I've had this a year from last year's Games Expo because I bought it directly off somebody. I am keen to play this. I know, and a lot of people told me how good this one is. You can go again.
This is Star Wars Destiny. I got it for my birthday last year, and we still haven't played it.
No. Loot, Rainer Knizia, small game from a charity shop. Tried to get this one played a few times, and I've always been shouted down, even though it should be a fairly short, simple card game. We're nearly there, aren't we?
Apothecar.
The Works, brand new, still in shrink.
Ah.
Ditto, Stout for Destiny, also from The Works, and still in shrink.
Holiday.
Holiday AG. I know nothing about this game, and I took a punt on it on eBay Germany. I may regret it.
Probably not. This is mine. I bought it from a charity shop.
I think you did.
No, I bought it from a car boot for £2.50.
Okay.
No, £2. And the thing's out of battery, so you haven't got around to playing it yet.
Yeah. Whether or not it's as good as Bugs in the Kitchen, we shall wait and see. One of my more recent acquisitions, although it's a very battered old box, Suro of the Seas. I played the original Suro. There is some subtle differences on here. I know I'm going to like this one.
Railway Rivals, the game of steam power.
Also known as Damp Frost, and guess what? Yet another Spiel des Jahres winner from the 80s. Queen Domino. This got mentioned in our last video because I did this in a math trade. But I played King Domino, so again, this will definitely get some playtime.
So, Master Labyrinth.
So you may
my dad and my mum love normal Labyrinth.
Yeah.
We haven't played this. It's unlikely to get played too soon because our sister hates it.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, it's a slightly difficult version of the regular Labyrinth. Now this one's an interesting choice. The really nasty horse racing game. You'll find this in many charity shops, and I have heard good things about it on the Facebook groups in terms of the way that it plays, and it is quite nasty to each other. But this was given to me for a Christmas thing. You might be alright with it.
Keyflower.
Okay, now Keyflower we bought at International Tabletop Day event a couple of years ago. I bought this one because it plays up to 6, but I have yet to get round to playing it and getting to the table. I think you want to talk about this one.
So this is Smash Up. I got it for my birthday, just like another game that was mentioned today. It's like Star Wars Destiny.
Oh yeah.
And it was. We have played it, but we didn't finish it, so we're not counting that as a play.
It hasn't properly been played yet. Killer Bunnies and the Quest for the Magic Carrot.
I found it at a car boot, but I decided I didn't want it, so I sold it.
You didn't sell it to me.
You paid me the money that I paid.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I think I was done. It was 50p. I have heard people say that it's fun, and I've heard other people say that it's a waste of cardboard. I don't know whether we will ever play this. Of all the games that you've seen us come up, this has probably got the least chance of actually getting played.
We've had it for a long time. Puerto Rico.
So Puerto Rico is known as a full-on classic these days. I got this at my first UK Games Expo and still haven't played it. There's going to come a point where I have to. What are you doing? Okay. Oh. There's going to come a point where I have to make a decision whether or not to keep it or to sell it on, and that will be self-evident by the end of this video. The last one on my side of the pull-up pile is an interesting one. It's called Pyramidion. This was bought in Holland when we went on holiday 3 years ago. It was given to me as my birthday present as a result, and I play practiced this and thought, oh, I don't think this really works, but I'm prepared to give it another go. last one on that side, John?
Final one is El Dorado.
So the Quest for El Dorado, this is a French copy. It's by Rainer Knizia. I know this is going to get table time. I'm quite looking forward to playing this one. So that is our Mound of Must-Play. So as you can see, we have got a lot of unplayed games to get through, and we are giving ourselves 1 year. 1 year, or we're going to clear out the games that we haven't played. There's a benefit in here for you as subscribers. We want to grow the channel, so we'd ask you to share the channel with other people. We'd like to increase our subscribers to at least 50. We're currently in the low 20s, and if that happens and you come back in a year's time, we know there are going to be some of these games won't get played, and as a result we are willing to give one away to one of our subscribers who will be randomly chosen, and we will cover the cost of postage, and we'll even let you choose it. So click like, click subscribe, make the red button go grey. Is that right?
Yeah, but I've said it sounded better in my head. Okay.
Well, it sounds better out of my mouth.
Make sure you do this, not that.
Click the bell for more content. Leave comments below about what you think of the videos. Tell us about what you want to see. We still have an intention to do an Exploding Kittens playthrough with Ruth at some point. And thank you very much indeed for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.